Alright, yay, we are live. Welcome everyone to Mr. Channel. My name's
Hello,
Morgan, if you don't
everyone.
know me.
I am Bjorn, if you don't know me yet. So
Just in
I'm
case.
just like installing my laptop because we had like a very interesting conversation that leads to the bridge towards our event on the subject of like Imbolc and all that. So I needed my laptop for a translation. And this is this new laptop for those who missed out. I don't know if I really said this already. No, we have like when you were like in school, you have like the yeah the most crazy explanation if you did not do your homework that your dog eat it, something like that. But you know what happened to me? My cat urinated on my laptop. So yeah, you know about that.
Oh,
But yeah,
yes.
I'm now in front of my new laptop, so it's like and I I really needed to. Yeah, the show must go on. So finally, I have a new one. Everything is installed, and now
Yeah.
I'm looking for this translation of this term because that's people will not maybe understand, but that's what we always have like behind the scenes. That we do have to translate certain concepts and stuff that is still very much different between America and Europe and all that. So, but that makes it really interesting.
Oh, yeah.
And we were talking few minutes before we went live. You had something very interesting to say, which I wanted to know about. So then I said, you can all experience this live. This is no. So I will grab my laptop and then I will search for what I want to translate. So what was this? What you wanted to say, Morgan? Because you do a special celebration. So our event is on the 1st of February, but you also have like a celebration on the 2nd of February. So, and
Yes.
what is that all about? And at the
So,
meantime, I'm sorry, I just do if I'm at home and I just make my coffee.
no, you're
I want
fine.
to go.
That's perfect. That's around the kitchen table, just having a conversation, you
Yeah.
know?
You know, and the
Yeah.
crazy thing is about me, I always have like a fork in my coffee instead of a spoon.
Nice.
Because for some kind of reason, I think it's better like, anyway,
To
stage
flow
is all
better.
yours.
No, it's fine. No. Yeah, because there's like obviously we're going to talk a lot about all the other ones, at the Imbolc event. But yeah, here, and it's huge event. And I'm sure if anyone's seen the Bill Murray Groundhog Day, in America we do Groundhog Day with Punxsutawney Phil. He's the little groundhog that, if he sees his shadow more, days of winter. And of course, he always sees his shadow for 6 more weeks of winter. It's just like inevitable.
Yeah,
But it's up in like the Allegheny Mountains. So it's like up in the mountains in Pennsylvania. And everyone loves to go see Punxsutawney Phil and his predictions, of winter. But it comes from, more ancient things that did that. And this one I'm familiar with not the entire details, but it's the bear in Scandinavia or Germanic, and I can't remember which one, but the bear that comes out and sees his shadow and goes back in. And I feel like that's kind of where they got it from, as well as Baba Yaga. Because if you see Baba Yaga out gathering wood, 6 more weeks of winter because she needs it to stay warm. But if she's not out gathering wood, then it's a shorter winter. So, I mean, they have those themes everywhere, but in America, it's all about the groundhog, you know?
yeah. And is this a local thing or is this general celebrated throughout America or what?
Oh, yeah, I believe it's actually a national holiday. It's on the calendar of our calendars. And yeah, it's he's on the news in the morning. They film it. Everyone's there filming all of it. And just depends if you want to go there or not and celebrate with it. But yeah, people watch on the news, Punxsutawney Phil making his predictions, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
The guy, his handler or whatever they call him, is always wearing the what is it, that top hat.
yeah. Yeah, it's all with divination. That is all, also what I was like writing and the essay I will provide on the 1st of February for festival or event. So we will also maybe this week point out the winner who helped us best for. Inspiration to have a good title.
Yes, I was going to do
Uh,
that today because, oh, yeah, sorry.
yeah.
I
No, no, go ahead.
was going to do it today, just saying, do it today. So everyone, watch out today. Today is the day.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is all.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of things to do with divination were very much practical back in the days, and always, or not always, but most of the time to do direct or indirect with fertility.
Hmm. Oh, yeah. I think every holiday, every like Sabbath holiday has like an aspect of that, of something that's
Yeah,
even in, wintertime, the winter solstice.
yeah, and that back in the days, archaic societies was also pure pragmatic in that regard. And
Hmm.
nowadays we have more like, yeah, also time to see, okay, to do introspection and all that. So I don't know for sure if that was always the case back in the days. It's like, yeah, how we call it. I don't know if you ever heard about the pyramid of Maslow.
Hmm.
It's like where you have like at the basics of the pyramid, you have like your direct needs, like being sheltered, to have food and all that. So, and the more
Okay.
layers that you have, the more that you can, yeah, aim towards personal development, aim towards, yeah, developing yourself. So, yeah. So I
Oh, yeah.
think in those times, a lot of things, yeah, shift towards, okay, what's needed to survive actually, or to warm myself, or to, well, very
Yeah.
pragmatic.
Yes. No, I have. Because that actually, somebody turned that into a Lenormand spread a long time ago. And I'm trying to think if I still have it. Because, you lay the cards in the thing of the pyramid. Like you said, what do you need, the basic needs, and then what, when you lay the cards out in that order of the pyramid or tarot, I guess you could use tarot, what are the cards telling you, having that support of survival for that layer? So I
Yeah,
have heard of it.
yeah, yeah. But that's all. That's really great. And I provide some examples. And the best thing to get a grip on that, because there are very few direct sources, but a lot about that is to know in like old songs, for like and some folklore, or like old sayings and all that.
Hmm.
So I was looking for the word, and that was in my in the back of my head though. So on the 2nd of February, it's like a Catholic holiday, and here it's called Maria Lichtmis, but it's like in English it's like Candlemas.
Yes. Yes,
And it's
Candlemas.
like, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, the purification of the Blessed Virgin Mary. So the purification, because it's like 40 days after she gave birth to Jesus, in like Jewish tradition, then you have to show your born son in the temple. You know,
Hmm.
it's like, but it also always has to do with like pre-Christian roots of in that regard, because everything is about Mother Earth.
Yeah.
And Holy Mary, or like Freya, and all those derivations of Mother Earth goddesses are like an extension of the Mother Earth archetype or principle.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
also the same with like Imbolc actually means like inside of you, in your womb or in your belly. That's not like directly translated.
Oh,
You see,
yes.
then you can understand the symbolical thing of what I'm already saying. So this time you cannot see anything yet, but atmosphere is like pregnant of spring. It's like compounding, yeah, and also purification.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have been through war with like midwinter. It was like a very nasty fight, so to say, and now we have to clean the air. You have to,
Oh,
that's a
yeah.
purification.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
we go like in Roman heathen times, there now we have like what's in more Celto-Germanic areas, like what's in the beginning of the winter. So the idea of dispersing evil spirits out of the house and all that.
Yes.
So that's what I always say. If you like hover above that, you can see. how they do that, but then they switch like, yeah, dates or whatever, or can also be regional.
Yeah.
Because in
Yeah.
the end, people give account of what happened in history, but maybe that's just like a small local thing, which we now think in hindsight that it was like an overall big thing. We don't know that for sure. And the
Yeah.
only thing
Yeah.
that you can do, what I find, is that you study it all and that you understand the concept of it, and then you can see see it for what it is.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I like
So
that
that's
too because, oh,
yeah, that's yet again the aim for the essay, not to give you a very lengthy way of how things happen. I don't think most people are not interested in that. But yeah, maybe if I can kindle or can make you understand how to see that, how a researcher looks at that, or like an anthropologist and all that, yeah, then it's very interesting, I find. So it's
oh,
and.
yeah.
So make sure that you are part of that if you, yeah, in the end, I also think so. And it's not a dogma, but if you understand how they like came up with it, how they reason, how they use didactical materials in order to do rituals or use symbols, then you can do your own stuff if you want so, or you can choose to, yeah, to cherry pick or to follow strict tradition, whatever.
Oh,
But
yeah.
at least
Yeah.
I think you have to understand why you do it, maybe. But what
Oh,
do you think about that, Mario?
yeah. No, I absolutely agree. Definitely. Because it's going with the cycles of nature, going with how it goes into your life. 'Cause like you said, it's not
Yeah,
seen yet, but it's still working under the surface.
yeah,
There is so much like that's the thing is going too deep into it and saving stuff for the actual talk, but there's so many ways, like you're saying, to work with it, how it reflects in how we're living our lives and supporting us. So yeah. And then of
yeah,
course each different one culturally.
yeah. And maybe this time it's more maybe interesting also to do more around the uh, psychologically theme, because it's like a period of purification. Because
Oh,
there was a lot of stuff happening, but under the surface, and then all of a sudden, bang.
yes, yeah. Oh, yeah. And like talking to you about what how people usually confuse this time with the planting time that's growing instead of like you said, just the purifying, preparing,
Yeah,
cleansing
yeah,
even.
yeah. And the interesting thing is that around when we do the event, the first sign of having a little pregnant belly from spring is when those flowers, those white flowers, snow, how do you call them?
Yeah, the snowdrops. Yeah, the
Big
snow. Yeah,
snowdrops.
yeah.
And for me, I don't know much about flowers. I like it, but yeah. But that's for me, since I've been like a little kid, whenever I saw them, it gave me comfort because, yeah, spring is like in the air. This is like the first sign. It's like the first tangible side of pregnancy of nature.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yeah. Especially with those flowers. And I know you saw, I did post it in the community group with a whole explanation.
Yeah, yeah, I should catch up because I was just home, like I said, so I'm always like
Yeah.
running back and forth, up and down.
Oh, but for the
Um,
people, if anyone's interested, it's in the group today with that, and it's National Popcorn Day, so I did popcorn divination article.
Popcorn. And do you like your popcorn with sugar or salted?
Yes. Oh, yeah. So actually salted, definitely. Not
Yeah,
butter, but salted.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, more of a salty thing. Love popcorn.
Yeah, and how do you do divination with that? Eat 1 or 2 kilogram and watch if you get like a stomach ache or what?
Oh, yeah, no, right. Oh, there's a couple different ways. I've got them all listed there. So like you can do the actual divination ball, you
Don't give
know.
it all. Just give one
Oh, oh,
so that
okay.
it
Yeah,
can
that's
come on good for itself. Otherwise, you
okay.
diminish your hard work.
Okay, yeah. Well, I have like six different ways I think that you can do the divination thing, but fine, I'll do the one that is just popping it. Like you take kernels and you do a timed thing of asking your question, and then it's how many popped versus how many are semi-popped and how many didn't pop, and then I put it all in there on how you do that divination. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like it. That's what you always do with like the events. You have such beautiful, creative ways to, yeah, to kindle interest, and especially, of course, that it's something, I'm sorry, yeah, jealous is not the word, but it's like, yeah, like women, they can really go into that, that and I really like that. So that's
Yeah.
really great.
Yeah.
It
It's
gives
yeah.
way to yeah, to do more tangible things.
Oh
So
yes. We're making use of everything, right?
yeah,
seeing the
yeah,
seeing the use in everything too.
yeah.
The magic,
You
I
do a
should say.
you do a great job. And I'm actually like I was at the main time was like researching what you were like saying like it was the first time I ever heard that like Groundhog Day.
Oh yeah. It's
But
yeah,
here it
it's
says it does come originally out of the European Candlemas tradition.
yeah,
At
because it
least that's
comes
what they were saying.
oh yeah, because it comes from the German the Germanic Amish people that came over here. Because in Pennsylvania, there's like they that's Pennsylvania is like the big place where we have all the settlers that came with the magic. That's like the highest concentration of the and I'm gonna butcher it that something witchery. I can't remember, but like they brought their magic over here, and then that's how the Amish kind of set up shop. Like and then what else? Oh, and then yeah, the Groundhog Day. But it
Yeah,
goes, it's like the Quakers kind of thing. It's like our version, they became like the Quakers when they came over here. And it's like a Germanic, it's like a Dutch German immigrants that came over here and set
yeah,
up a bunch of different things. I know in a lot of my videos, I go to their little towns because you can still see all their settlements and the remains of their settlements too. It's really fascinating. And they brought all their cultures over here. And for some reason, that's the culture that's stuck with America. That Pennsylvania,
yeah,
the Pennsylvania Dutch, the Pennsylvania, the Germanic, like
yeah,
the Groundhog Day, and all their other holidays as well. So,
yeah, 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 yeah. Whilst here, this is not popular, but it's also things that happen, and organic stuff, especially in regards of symbolism, spirituality, has its own ways. And then often, post-industrial revolution, there was like enlightenment. So, and I doubt if enlightenment really shed a light. But anyway, that's a whole other discussion. But then you see
yeah,
like, okay, there is this somehow also forced secularism.
yes, yeah,
But then you see that there is always this reaction. Then most often, because it's like secularism, but then you have like, if you talk about Western Europe, our roots are pagan. So it's
yeah,
in the end, it's always like captivated by Christianity, but then it goes its own way, Roman Catholicism and all that, they on the surface. But the secularism was like always a straight attack on Christianity from
yeah,
there on, you see? But then you see that the Christian layer falls off, and then there's automatically, often they go back to pagan roots.
yeah, yes,
Yeah,
always.
yeah, that's something really strange. And that was the same like I talked about like in midwinter. And we have like the Saint Nicholas, so very popular Catholic saint, taking all over all the pictures from Odin and his wild hunt. But then, there's all the like this big schisma. And you have like Protestantism. There's totally within Christianity the opposite. So the
Yeah.
Protestants they said, okay, those uh, Catholics they are even worse than heathens. They are like Zoroastrian. They
Oh
have
yeah.
like thousand saints, a thousand gods. That was like back and forth. But then they say, okay, we don't want to. So the Protestants, so Protestant areas, they said, okay, we don't want to have idols. We don't want to have, a mass which seems like yeah, pagan colors and all that crazy stuff. We need soberness. But then there you also see it. So they forbid Saint Nicholas, and then you say,
Yeah.
okay, but then we have like the black Nicholas, and
Yeah.
they
Oh
go
yeah.
really back to the roots. But
Yeah,
that's something
definitely.
wonderful, isn't it? That's also that you say you cannot kill a tradition or you cannot kill you see what I mean?
Oh,
And that's
yes.
also somehow the same there.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, no, you can't. Especially if you're trying to move forward with something new, you have to find a way to bridge the
Yeah,
old, you know. Yeah.
that's something really, really magical. There was also like, for instance, like in Turkey. Turkey is also a very interesting culture.
Oh,
Historical
fast.
background. So it was like
Oh, fascinating.
always like a part of Byzantium. Then very powerful. Like yeah, Constantinople, Istanbul. It's like really
Persia. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And but
Persia.
then yeah, they got captivated Islamic,
Yes.
and after that, they also somehow secularized. So it's not like
Hmm.
how they have like an Islamic experience like an Arabic country. So it's always like uh, local ways of going on with things. But then all of a sudden, it's like a secular government, and
Hmm.
they somehow forbid everything. It's like somehow a pseudo communism, so to say. They wanted to be so secular that there could be no sign of any religion at all. So they somehow also forbid Islam. They forbid like all of that. You know, then this government, after years, disappears, and mosques appear from anywhere, and the religion lives more than it ever had lived.
No, yeah.
So, and that's really interesting to see how that happens. It's like, yeah, how do you call it? Yeah, if you push something down, it wants to get up again.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
a
yeah.
natural, yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like that beach ball under the water. Eventually, it's going to come and hit
yes,
somebody in the face, including
yes,
yourself.
yes. Yeah, you can keep it under there, but the moment that you loosen your strength and eventually have to, it pops really up. And the deeper you push that ball on the water, the higher it will fly.
And yeah, smack you right in the face
Yeah.
on the
So
way
yeah,
up.
that was a very, very big sidetrack. But anyway,
Yeah.
it's interesting from groundhog to Istanbul
Oh, yeah.
to
Yes.
candle match, but it's
Yeah.
all connected.
Yeah, because I'm probably sure that back in the day they had their February 2nd, because most cultures do, but I can't remember because, like, normally I just during that time period, I always focus on like Roman and like, Greek. Well, because with
Yeah,
Ovid and all of his stuff, he wrote down like every single festival they ever had every month, no matter how long, and wrote everything about it. So it's easy to follow those holidays.
yeah. Yeah, and that's also because most of things we do, at least here, but or like Celto-Germanic in function, and there's a lot of overlap with Roman culture and like Greek culture. But then all of a sudden there was also this idea, okay, like our own traditions, like German or that's like okay, that's outdated, and now we dive into Greek, and that's more
Yeah,
like more sophisticated and all that.
yeah,
And
yeah,
therefore we have like an academy and all that that they throw that. At the people, and that's good.
yeah,
That's good, But there were
yeah,
also really great German philosophers and all that, especially like in 19th century and all that. And yeah, they choose to play with Latin and all that. So yeah, that's strange.
yeah,
Europe has a very strange self-hate uh,
yeah,
traditional history, which is also identity.
yeah, yeah. So fascinating though.
Yeah. And it's really interesting to hover above that and to see the big denominations.
Yeah. Oh, yes, definitely.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I think so.
yeah,
See the
but
connections.
Isn't it strange that everyone knows about the Yule of Achilles or whatever, and they, yeah, nowadays they do, but a lot of people they don't know really who Donag is, or the Morrigan from Celtic. Yeah, I really find that strange.
Yes, no, it's true. And even some of the older ones, like I always like to read about the ones where they still like have something inscribed on a well. So they're talking about how this deity was worshipped at this well at one time, but
Yeah,
yet it was been lost from all records. So all you have is that ancient script, you know.
yeah.
Those are the fascinating ones.
Yeah. And we have to talk about the well as well,
Yes.
because
Yes.
it's a portal towards the belly of Mother Earth, and that's what like
Mm-hmm.
Imbolc is.
Oh, belly.
And nature
Yes.
has to find birth out of that belly, and how did it came into that belly? That because like the Earth and the Mother Earth and Father Heaven, the
Mm-hmm.
traditional Indo-European ID, were so closely together that they had like intercourse, and out of that
Mm-hmm.
intercourse, the new sun gets born. And that's also
Yes.
somehow in the Christian thought, because the intercourse between those normally had like the soul invictus, so the son gets born again. But now Jesus like born,
Mm-hmm.
but they had to put it all over the agenda to put it there because there was no original consensus on when Jesus was born.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Definitely not.
Mm.
Since yeah, it's all, but it's usually aligned around the same time. That's the thing. Like we are just saying, everything that's the same tale, on who's born when, always aligns around the same, seasonal
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
So
yeah. No,
just
and
not
then
specific.
yeah, it's just an explanation on what ever happened. That's
Yeah.
that's very much simplified, but in the
Yeah.
end, that's what it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Makes it fascinating. That's when you do the
So,
deep dives.
so if you want to find out the ins and outs about it, about this subject, if you want to find out how you can experience much deeper than ever before your annual feast, your celebrations, your rituals, you have to be a part of our first February event, which
Yes.
we will give out a name this week.
Today.
And yeah, today.
Yeah. I'm gonna just
Uh,
today.
yeah, and there is a winner, and yeah, we will
Yeah.
reach out to you for the free ride for your engagement. But if you missed out on the yeah on the game on giving us the best title, yeah, make sure that you are just part of it. Subscribe now. It will be
Hmm.
great. We do two events, so for the price of one event, you get actually two events. So you can, yeah, be live there and engage with us. So we really want to expose ourselves to, yeah, to adventure. And yeah, you can really ask questions and we will zoom in on that. We don't take the easy route, but this is the route we want to take. So we
Yeah.
want to be courageous, not too much scripted, because
Yes.
that does not work for me anyway.
No.
And
No.
I rather have like yeah, somehow, yeah, it's not like anxiety, but it's like the tension of not knowing what will happen, how I will, I really like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the way I want to do it. Otherwise, I cannot be motivated. I want to do,
Yeah.
yeah, things with tension, with a bit, yeah,
Yeah.
adventure. I
Oh,
like to be a
exactly.
pirate.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I love it. It's good because then you just
Yeah,
don't know where it's going to go, and you end up getting more than probably what would have been
yeah.
scripted.
We fly the Jolly Roger,
Yes,
which is
always.
also interesting symbolism, but that's for another time. No,
Yeah.
seriously, but make sure that you are there because you can experience two. So best case for a really reasonable price. You have like two events for the price of one, and you can be part of it in both. You can have interaction. If you don't have time, you can always see them afterwards. But they are never two the same
Yeah.
events. We never had two the same event. I think from the moment that we have like two events, it's not okay
Yeah.
to be the
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
event. It's not
Yeah. No.
us. Yeah.
No.
And then
Yeah.
it's like repetition. So I think if you want to experience something really genuine, something creative that really erupts from that particular moment, yeah, you have to be
Yeah.
part of all events.
Yeah.
That's where we
Absolutely.
make the difference. And that's like,
Yes.
something, if you have to go to a good party, that's not something that you can make before, and that's something what spontaneously uh, comes about.
Oh, yeah.
So we try to
Absolutely.
do the magic live.
Yes. Yes. Definitely. I love it. It's exciting.
So yeah,
Keeps it exciting.
yeah. So be there, subscribe. If you don't have time, say it to a friend or a colleague. You can also gift someone
Yeah.
uh, subscribing this event, whatever.
Oh,
We will make sure that's worth your money on
yeah.
information, on
Oh,
yeah, exchange of deep knowledge.
oh,
It's
yeah.
so much more than just ramble about a subject.
Oh,
We
yeah.
really want to, yeah, that you can also see the world through our eyes, isn't it, Margaret? So that's really
Yes.
get magical and all that. And it's not about how much things you know. We are very much into nerdship, but you cannot compare that, because for like 20 years I don't watch television. So all this
Mhm.
time I was like reading books and all that. So, and I even
Oh,
think I might be a slower learner than everyone who is listening there, but I invested so much time in what I find was interesting. So now it's the time to give it back to you. So, but in the
yeah.
end, it's not about what you know, but what you can do with it. And I think
Oh,
there lies the real merit in what we do is that we provide tangible things to go about with your rituals, with your symbols, and to have a deeper understanding.
oh, I 100% agree. Even just from the last, our last one, we were talking about mistletoe, because everyone knows what mistletoe means, but what's the deeper way to use it? What's the modern way to use it? What's even, it goes way deeper than just what you think you know about stuff. And that's same with Imbolc, with all of it.
So make sure that you're there. If by any chance you cannot make it or you will not be a part, please make sure that you follow us. But also tell it to your friends, your colleagues, whoever you think can benefit from this. This is like real genuine creativity a la minute.
Mhm.
Sometimes things might go wrong or there might be a crack in all of that. But this is like real and it's like the antidote for modern ChatGPT crap coming from some robot. If you
Oh,
still want
yeah.
to be human and you validate human capacity,
Oh,
then
yeah.
this is the channel that you have to, yeah,
Yeah.
that you
Oh,
have to
definitely
follow.
watch.
So please
Yeah.
do so. Go to our socials, follow us, and
Yeah.
probably I see you at the 1st of February. Have a
Yes.
nice day.
And I have the link to sign up for that in the comments of this video. So go to the comments of the video and click the link.
Everything Morgan says.